today we'll go into the GTA 5 story and completely flip it on its ass by changing one simple thing. Let's say that Jimmy, instead of buying the car at Simeon's, bought it at a different dealership. So with that change in place, this means that Michael and Franklin would never meet. Now, what would this mean for Michael and his family life, and also his going back to crime? Well, for starters, I think that Jimmy would simply be dead, because Michael has no backup in the mission father-son when he has to save Jimmy, and this would prompt the rest of Michael's family to leave him and blame him for Jimmy's death. And Michael, with literally nothing else to do and no longer being a family man, and also to sort of distract himself from what's going on in his life, he would just choose to go back to crime. He was missing that sort of lifestyle, which would be a more prevalent reason in this reality rather than debt, in which he wouldn't really be in, because we would never get to that point with Martin Madrazo, and also mainly he just wouldn't really have shit to do. He would also still get involved with the feds, such as Steve Haynes and Dave Norton, and would also then eventually reunite with Trevor. And let's say that, I don't know, Ron replaces Franklin on the Merriweather heist, because I don't know, why not? Michael and Trevor would just never get involved with Devin West, and since they didn't know Franklin, Michael wouldn't really push for the whole stealing cars for Devin thing. This also means that Michael would never meet Solomon Richards, nor would this whole thing with Martin Madrazo have its continuation, and we wouldn't kidnap Patricia. Her and Trevor would never meet and whatnot, in this reality at least. They would still do the Polito score though, that cannot be avoided. However, we all know at this point that this next part is coming up, and I'm not happy about it. Sadly, Trevor does find out about Brad, and Michael gets kidnapped by the Chinese, and there's literally no one to save him, and with that, Michael's story would end in a very brutal manner. However, Trevor's no moron, and as soon as Michael dies, he'd go on the run, and he's got his issues with the Triads, which is the reason that he goes on the run again. And aside from the fact that he has some more money now, he really would be pretty much where he started at the start of the game. He would just be going somewhere else off the grid, hoping that they don't find him. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video so far, leave a like on it and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 3K subs before GTA 6, so let's go ahead and try to make that happen. I imagine things would pan out similarly for Lester too after hearing of Michael's death. It's possible that Lester would also change his identity, well, knowing him, that's pretty much guaranteed, and this also means that Solomon Richards is screwed. Steve and Dave are also screwed, as there is no one to delete the files on them. Now, what about Franklin's side of things? So Franklin would just continue doing his shit with Lamar, and they'd still get fired by Simeon due to everything that happened in the repossession mission. And as for the things that wouldn't really work out the best for them, the whole situation with Dee and the Ballas is a prime example. And on the Mission Hood Safari would be when Franklin decides to call it quits. I say this because Trevor's not there, and this means that Lamar would in that same mission get shot and killed on Grove Street, and Franklin would also get shot but barely survive. And after recovering, he would probably go after Stretch as revenge for setting up Lamar, and after that he'd probably end up going completely legit, and considering his ambitious nature, who knows where that would take him. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this what if in the comments down below. Leave your what if suggestions in the comments as well. Make sure there's some really good and interesting ones, and if I like them enough, I will do your what if. Until next video stream, bye bye.